Hello everybody, this is a general reading. Let's begin. Let's see what needs to be seen today. All right. Just to start, and let's get the rest of this going. Very interesting so far. Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So let me back this up a little so you can see everything. We have, I'm still working on this, as you can tell. We have some very interesting things going on here. Now, to get into it right now, well, it's definitely, this is definitely a big shakeup. Well, yeah, currently this is definitely a bit of a wake-up moment for you guys. And yeah, you've been dealing with a lot of self-righteous bullshit, if I'm just going to be honest. That's my first impression with this. You've been dealing with a lot of people who just kind of talk the talk at you. And yeah. But I mean, I think the big thing to be wary of, the most uplifting part of this right here is, by definition of waking up to it, you're kind of stepping out of that right now. Things are going to calm down. By all means, they're already on the way to calming down, It's just a matter of time. If you feel like this is a pause, don't be paranoid, because it might be a little more permanent than you think. And yeah, makes sense, because I think you were kind of feeding yourself some spiritual McDonald's here. You were saying it was good and it was worth putting up with. Clearly it wasn't. It was just, sometimes we're polite when we mean to be honest, or we're afraid of what it would mean if we were. So we kind of trap ourselves. Clearly you stopped doing that. And that can't be any more apparent getting this, because this is about balance and temperance and understanding, the correct ways to stand up for yourself. So 100%, whatever you did, you're going at it the right way. I would keep confidence with that. And yeah, I mean, moving forward with this, yeah, in the future, I think you're looking pretty good, because this by all means is the card of sovereignty. If I were to give it one, it's outward sovereignty. The thing to pick in with these kind of cards is, if it's feminine, it's about the internal world. If it's masculine, it's about the external world. And if it's a king or a prince, just kind of gives you the energy if it's a young or an old approach. You're being a boss. You're putting out the dad energy, and you're putting down the law and saying, like, you know what, I don't think I will. And I don't need to explain myself. I'm gonna do it. And they're gonna have to deal. I really respect that. When you do it the right way, that is true love. Now, obviously, there's ways we can just kind of be a jerk, but I don't think that's the impression I'm getting. I think whatever you did, you had to stand up for yourself 100% here, That's just how this is going. Now, looking forward in this, I mean, yeah, the advice is, I would be honest with the situation here. It was not good. I don't have better words to say it here, like, you were dealing with an asshole. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, this person was really not treating you right, and it's very clear. And of course, you just woke up to that. you know? So, first off, good job. Whoever's watching this, that's the kind of place you should be coming from. It's a good job. But I understand if you're coming here and looking for a little bit more because yeah, I get it. You're probably wondering if it was the right idea, you know? You're a little bit maybe anxious of like, "Oh, was I the bad guy this time?" You know? Or maybe it's more like you're just grieving that you did have to be alone. You had to make this decision and step away, and well, that's hard. That's a loss. Doesn't matter if the abuser left your life, it's still a loss you grieve. It's complicated. All relationships are complicated. Maybe it's nothing that serious, but that's my impression is somebody lost a friend, a lover, a family member through being honest, which means I don't know how much you really had him in the first place, as much as I hate to say it like that. And I would not question it because you got justice. That's your outcome. This was supposed to happen. It's okay. I get that you might be kind of hard on yourself right now, but you stood up for yourself, whoever you were, whoever's watching this. That's the truth of the matter here. You stood up for yourself and you should not feel bad about that. And I want to say this is about something of that nature, more serious, more intimate, less I mean, if it's friends, I want to say it's close friends because you got the Two of Cups as you're reading for sure. Underneath the Four of Swords. So yeah, you were spatting about something for a while, you know, and I would have compassion for yourself because clearly this needed to happen. You stood up for yourself and you loved yourself, and that is a wonderful, beautiful thing. That's the only path forward. I'll speak from personal experience. Sometimes we recreate relationships that were failed or tumultuous to us because we want to feel safe enough to eventually ask them for an apology. No, don't do that. You were getting picked on. That's clear. It's okay that you're on the other side now. And even if they are family, maybe you do want to make up with them. You would have never had a real relationship if you didn't do this. And you're on the path to that if that's what you want. You're on the path to something real. So take care of yourself today, whoever you are. You did the good work, and I'm there for you. Thank you for coming here and giving me that space as well. Thank you for accepting me into your home or wherever you're watching this, and enjoy everything.